Hey, what's up, guys? We're the boys of OUTspoken. Thank you for tuning into this episode. So, let's just jump right into it. Everybody, are you guys aware of this whole situation that's going on with Azealia Banks and Russell Crowe?
Yes.
Yep. I feel like we need to talk about this because...
Let's do it. Let's talk about it.
First of all, Azealia Banks is accusing Russell Crowe of spitting on her and choking her and throwing her out of his hotel.
Calling her the N-word.
And also calling her the N-word. I guess Azealia was a +1 at a party that Russell Crowe was having. She showed up with RZA, who was one of the members of the Wu-Tang Clan, who apparently him and Azealia were in talks to, sign Azealia to his record label and get her a deal. What do you guys think,
Well,
Brian?
I like the way you went straight to me. I love Azealia Banks. I love her music. And she doesn't make great choices, but I love the fact that she stands by what she says. Now, we all weren't there, and I'm not going to say that her feelings aren't valid. I'm not going to say that what happened to her did not happen to her, because that is her experience. And we all know that sometimes people in higher positions can lie and finagle their ways to make the story look like they're on the right.
True.
So we don't know what happened. We don't know. Maybe he did do those things.
If that really did happen, I understand that, people with power in the entertainment industry can, they can pull some strings. They can pay people to keep their mouths shut, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm not saying, because we said, I was not there. But I'm going to say Azealia Banks has had she has a record of kind of being a mess. Yeah. I mean, for crying out loud, girl, you have attacked our community. The people, I would say, we're probably the last people who actually buy your music and support you. I will say that.
Well,
she's called
bisexual.
I don't care. She calling us she doesn't like anybody using the N-word, but then she thinks it's okay to call us faggots.
She uses a lot of racial slurs, homophobic slurs.
Yeah.
She's been very problematic in the past, especially on her Twitter. She's gotten in a lot of fights with people. She's also exhibited violent behavior and spit in people's faces and gotten kicked off airplanes. So the thing is, people have a hard time believing her because it's kind of like the girl who cried wolf. When we've seen this from you for so long, your problematic behavior, and then something like this happens, if it is true what happened to you, that's horrible, and no one should have to experience that. But the fact that there's a room full of people kind of backing up the other story, and like you said, people that are rich and, people back each other up in power, but...
And they're all his friends.
He brought her as a +1 because he's interested in working with her and wanting to do something with her. So for her to kind of exhibit those behaviors and burn bridges with him too, and him come out about it, I think that gives a little more credibility to the story, his side of it, out of everyone. I wouldn't trust Russell Crowe as far as I can throw him if I didn't have the other testimony, because Russell Crowe is also a angry, misogynistic,
pig,
rumored racist, violent kind of person. So it's completely believable that maybe he would do something like that. I think there's probably a middle ground where everyone was a little out of control, everyone was a little drunk, she probably upped it a little, they probably mocked her a little, back and forth, she cussed people out. It was a big mess. But I believe personally she probably went the step too far just because that's what I've seen from her in the past.
Same. I feel like if you're coming into my party, you're disrespecting my guest, acting really crazy, I'm sorry, I'm going to remove you as well. I may not spit on you. I might. But I just feel like if you're being that person, you need to leave. If you don't leave yourself, then I'm sorry, I'm going to escort you out. And if I have to grab you and bear hug you and escort you out like they're claiming, several people are claiming that's exactly what happened. And that's another thing. When you're having 20 people say one thing and one person saying another, it's just who are you going to believe? And especially with her past, she's been in and out of trouble as long as I've known. I think you're the one that put me on the music. I love your music. But as far as what you got going behind the scenes, your personal life, you really need to start making some better choices.
Let's take the whole color thing out of it. I don't think Azealia knows how to act with people. She has had a reputation for burning bridges in the music industry. Yeah. I remember there was even talks of her working with Beyonce and Kanye West and Jay-Z, and nobody wants to work with her anymore. Nobody wants to work with her. Girl, if there's really something wrong with you, go get some help.
Well, that's what I think.
Go get some help.
I honestly think that she probably does have something going
issues,
on. I don't know, but maybe some things that she does need to work on herself a little bit, and she probably should. I mean, we've said this a million times. She just needs to take a break from social media, take a break from everything, get yourself healthy first, and then try to kind of come back and be a little more humble. Say, I was in a bad place back then, and now I'm at a good place and I'm working on myself and, you know, try to make music again. Because the last, 4 years, all you know of her basically is these violent outbursts and these racist slurs and cussing people out and getting into fights all over Twitter. So
when she's accusing someone else to do it, it's hard to believe her. You know, I'm not saying that she's lying. I'm just saying this is what it looks like. I am rooting for you. I am. I think a lot of people are. And if there's something that's not right up here, I think you should try and get it fixed. But if that is very true, what you are accusing Russell Crowe of, you know, I hope that you get vindicated. I really do.
Because too often, women of violence and things like this people don't believe them. You know, it happens a lot in our society, especially maybe women of color. So I don't want to not believe her. You know, you always want to try to give some credence to the victim and hear their story because their stories don't get told a lot and does get swept under the rug. It's just very difficult to root for her with everything, her whole history of everything that she's done. So stay tuned.
I say stop chasing time and be in the moment and know what's going on right now and what you can do about it.
Take it day by day, girl. Go see someone, talk to someone, get on some meds, talk, you know, whatever. I don't know what, but whatever you need, figure out your stuff internally before you can be putting yourself out there like this because it's just not working at all.
We wish you luck, girl.
Good luck, Azealia.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Thanks for watching.